Okay.
Well. Here we go, Atlanta Falcons Nation. It's Saturday. You know what that means. What we have is your original three kings, the Red Clay Sports, and we got somebody coming off the bench. Somebody you gonna be our sweet Lou, our lemon pepper Lou coming off the bench. Our spark plug. We got Kstlyz as our special as our
The
special
six,
guest.
man.
The six
You know,
man
we got
building.
Twisted Torch to my immediate left, and then we got the headhunter. It wouldn't be a proper Saturday without somebody at least getting fines from around the league for headhunting and knocking people's heads off. You know? NFL blitz style. You know, say what you gotta say, Twisted.
Hey, first of all, we got to shout out Kstlyz. He just had a birthday yesterday. Happy belated birthday to Kstlyz one time. Everybody in the chat, if y'all didn't tell him yesterday, make sure y'all show love to my brother Kstlyz. Also, we appreciate Red Clay. Another Saturday morning, man. I'm blessed to be here. Blessed to be up talking with the fans about Falcons content. Shouts out to y'all.
If y'all hear the little rumblings in the back, that's baby girl trying to make an appearance.
Yeah, that's Little Styles.
Little Styles.
Exactly.
Let's go. Wake up, everybody. Wake up. Let's go get the content out. You know, rise and shine. Let's get it going.
Yeah, we gonna hit this hard, hit it fast, pause, giggity. You know.
Good morning.
Before I even go into that, I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe to Atlanta Falcons Nation. Kstlyz, to subscribe to his channel. Miss Maggie T, Mad Mike, J Rock, the entire Atlanta Falcons Nation, our family. We got some big things coming this year, and I just want to let you guys know that we're going to be branching off. So Atlanta Falcons Nation is going to be turning into your black sports setup. So you ain't got to worry about watching stuff that feeds the narrative or whatever like that. So we're going to be talking about numerous teams. If it has to do with anything that affects sports, we're going to start talking about stuff like that. So let us know in the comment section, like who's your team, who you like, what you roll with outside the Falcons, you know, outside of the Hawks. If you have like, you know, other teams, I know Atlanta is a melting pot. So don't be afraid to put your, you know, to rock your colors and rock who you want, you know. I mean, hell, I'm a Spurs fan. I'm from New York. I'm a Spurs fan. Don't ask how that happened. It just happened. Okay. I mean, Rich is a Brooklyn Nets fan. Don't ask how that happened. It just happened. You know. So,
Exactly.
so the first subject we got: how can we change the fan hate towards the team? I want the comment section to go lit with this right now. How can we change the fan hate towards the team? Twisted, talk to him, bro.
Hey, I'm going to bring up one simple thing that we all want every time that the Falcons step up: to win the effing game. If we get more wins, we'll get more fans coming out the woodworks. You know how that be. We already have loyal fans as it is, seeing that, you know, we have 100 to 200 people come in on this show when we do live shows. But I want to see the rest of the fans support the team. If we got a game, if we're in a big play moment, cheer. Come to the stadium. Give the Falcons a chance, bro. Stop with the negativity because of the past. The past is the past. I need y'all to know that. Teams change year in and year out. Come to support the team and be happy that you have a team. There's other states that don't have the team. Alabama does not have an NFL team. I need y'all to know that. Mississippi does not have an NFL team. Be appreciative for what you have.
Yo, you know they're already starting off, right? Grizzy got us sauce right off the bat. We only been on the air for 4 minutes and 18 seconds, and my man trolling already. Trade Matt Ryan. I'm not even going to touch that.
Hey, like I said, this is what we call the Matt Ryan obsessors. Nobody brought him up but him. So they know we didn't bring him up.
They just want the smoke.
We didn't bring him up.
Yo, headhunter, you go ahead, bro. You next.
Yeah, so I'm saying what would change is all of that is to really stick into what works. You know, there's times we've seen in the old regime, they wouldn't consistently continue follow up on things that's working, like if it's the blitzing or if it's the run that's working, you know, being consistent and at the same time as winning games, right? So once we stick to what works, and I believe with the new regime with Arthur Smith and Dean Pease, they're gonna stick to what works. I was watching one of the interviews with Dean Pease. He said that if he runs a blitz and the protection that he's going against the blitz and it doesn't work, he's not going to go to it again. So it's like being adaptable and also trying to figure out the main thing that works offensively and defensively. So if we do that, I believe the fans are going to show more love towards that. Yeah.
Get him, Styles.
Well, as you saw that comment that was recently posted down there, let's be honest with you. As long as Matt Ryan is here, that hate is not going to change. Let's just keep it real. They could go undefeated. It's still gonna be hate. But I agree with everybody else. Like you said, you just gotta win. Like I said, you have to put a product out there that the fans can be proud of. The true fans, because the true fans are going to stick. The rest of them, you can boot their asses up out of here. Like I said, that's the whole purpose of this new regime is to cleanse the fans that don't want to support the team. Because let's be honest, when we go to these games, when you see these games on TV, the stadiums are about 60% full.
Yeah.
And depending on the team we playing against, it's 30% Falcon fans.
Yeah.
So, so like I said, in reality, as long as Matt Ryan is here, you're not gonna change that. Now, if you win the Super Bowl within the next few years, I still don't think that will change that anyway. So, I'm putting my hands up on it. Hey.
All right. Yo, let me take a crack at that. I actually like what you said, Styles. I'm at the notion that I don't think there's anything that you can do, you know. And I'm looking at the Hawks, and every series that they've won, there's been an excuse, you know. And if they was to win this season because LeBron James got hurt, or this thing kind of went their way, or this thing would have went that way. And I mean, that just reminds you of the NFL season. One injury here, one injury there, and then some horse, you know, makes the deep playoff run or goes to the Super Bowl and wins. When it comes to Atlanta, I think there's more casuals than diehards, you know, because I mean, there's a lot of people that come from New York that live down in Atlanta, you know, so you know, like it's not a lot of homegrown like fans there, and I know there is, you know, and I'm not saying like everybody's not like that, but you know, it just reminds me a lot of, you know, New York, where it's like it's a melting pot and you have like different teams. So I think there's a lot more casuals than like this diehard. Like me, I'm a diehard Atlanta fan, do or die no matter what. You know, I'm gonna love my team, you know, no matter who's at quarterback or whatever like that. But when it comes to like other people, it's like they're just waiting for the team to win, and they just like to criticize. That's why the 28-3 jokes are still out there. That's why the Trey Matt Ryan joke is still going on and whatnot, because it just gets a rise out of people. And because the media always keeps like putting that stuff out there. So it's like no matter what. So unless that we become like a fan base like the way the Cleveland Browns is, or the way the Dallas Cowboy fans are out there and they travel. The Green Bay Packer fans are out there and they travel. New York Giant fans are out there and they travel. You know, New Orleans Saints fans, and I know that's a curse word on Atlanta Falcons Nation, but they travel. You know, my thing is that we have to support our team, and it is Atlanta Falcons. We are the nation. This is not Atlanta Falcons regional. It's Atlanta Falcons nation. We are out there. It's just the fact that we need to come out there and really support, you know, our team. We got one of the hardest uniforms out there. We got the best logo and everything. More than likely, after what you see this year, is we want to have the best team. Plain and simple. But no matter what you do, it's like we're gonna have to do it on a consistent basis to earn the respect from the media and earn the respect from these casuals. Plain and simple. And I don't think until that actually happens and we stop being a freaking joke, like the way Thomas Dimitroff was, like the way Dan Quinn was, we actually have a coach and a general manager here that's absolutely no joke, and they ain't playing no more. We traded somebody that was arguably that had an adulation from the greatest of all time, the receiver Jerry Rice, that this guy possibly can be the GOAT. And we got his ass out of there real quick. Why? Because he wouldn't play ball. So what does that say right now? Ain't nobody playing right now. We got a serious coach that doesn't like to smile, and we got a general manager that's willing to cut his best player after he's Thanos. Remember I told you a couple weeks ago? I was like, Terry Fontenot is Thanos from the Avengers.
Hey,
you got twisted.
Hold on. One thing I will say is, to all you fake fans that's buying tickets, stay home. Leave the tickets for the real fans. I don't mind getting cheaper tickets because y'all don't want to cheer for the team. I'll pay $100 to sit close to the team. So keep doing what you're doing if that's what you want to do. AB, keep lowering them prices for your real supporters. That's all I can say right there at the end of the day. Keep playing with me.
Wait a minute. Thomas Dimitrov.
Thomas Dimitrov, man. I want to say thank you for ballooning our freaking salary cap and giving money like it was like going out of freaking style, man. I don't know. Maybe they had naked pictures of him because like they were getting like crazy kind of contracts. Everybody was getting contracts.
You say he had pictures like what was her name? Rose from the Titanic when he was drawing her. He had pictures like that. Let's keep it honest right here. The problem with Thomas Dimitrov is Thomas Dimitrov wanted to lead this evolution of high strike first football as far as just having this explosive ass offense. And he neglected the necessities. Like if you look at a lot of like these teams like Pittsburgh, New England, even I put Cleveland up there. What was the main thing they did, what the GMs done as far as building that team was they built from the inside going outside, which means he built the trenches and then put the skill players on the side. Smithers, stupid ass, went from the outside in. And for the people that might be new, when I say Smithers, I'm talking about Thomas Dimitrov, so put that two and two together. But that was the problem. That was the problem with Dimitrov. Yeah.
Another problem to add to that, what you were saying, like I felt like they never did the obvious moves that had to be made. Yeah. And you know, with this new regime, they did the right thing. Like with every player that they drafted in the specific needs where the Falcons positions that they're needed where we're lacking at, they addressed those needs, and they did it the right way by drafting the best player available and still able to come up with it. So which is good.
Big fact.
Let me get 1 point in. Remember, we have been drafting for need for the past 5 years. Where the hell has that gotten us?
Always edge and corner help. Always edge and corner.
Oh shit! It's the 5-0. I'm about to say it sound like you was on the police radio, man.
Hell, the way these damn haters keep coming after me, shit, I might well be running like the damn hiding like the damn 5-0. Shit.
Be on that John. He said, "Be on that John McAfee running from the law type shit."
Like Bonnie and Clyde, goddamn.
Hey, whoever put this is a great.
What you about to put? Oh, you got gay.
Dimitrov.
Oh, talking about Vlad Tepes.
Nah, not that one.
Sean Scholar TV.
Yeah, the duct tape joint. That's legit. Yeah. That is legit. Jesus Christ, that man drafted 2 cornerbacks back-to-back rounds, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. That's unacceptable, man. This is the first time. This is the first draft we had where we picked, and each pick meant something. Each pick can stand for something for this team. This is the first draft we've had that.
Primarily depth. I think Rose Staxton said it. You know, we had no depth.
Facts.
Well,
Every time Neil got hurt.
Whoa. Y'all really believe that? Y'all really believe we didn't have depth? Because this is pretty much the same exact roster outside of the rookies. So let's be real. Offensively, when we talk about the offensive line, maybe we didn't have depth, but this team is almost exactly the same from last year with just a few pieces like Brian Copeland, Eric Harris, Hormone. Like, this is pretty much the exact same team. There hasn't been a lot of changes outside of the coaching staff. The coaching staff is completely different. We're talking about depth on the coaching staff. Yes, there was absolutely no depth on the coaching staff, but the players, for the most part, you got Mike Davis, you got Quadri Olison, they got rid of Brian Hill for the most part. But even the wide receivers, for the most part, almost exactly the same. Christian Blake, Russell Gage, Calvin Ridley, Hayden Hurst. All these guys are still on the team. So my question has always been, can you get the most out of these guys? And this is why you brought in a guy like Dean Pease. This right here is look, Julio Jones is not here. Deion Jones is here. Foye Oluokun. AJ Terrell. These guys are still here. The only two people on that defensive side that are really gone that needed to go was Keanu Neal and Mr. I'm here to do what the coach told you to do, Ricardo Allen. All right? So this team is almost the exact same. Yeah, do whatever I told you to do. That's what Ricardo Allen is. He ain't a football player. All right.
But they definitely added in the past 2 years. I'm talking about like 2018 when we had a bunch of injuries and it just looked like the team didn't have players that can step up. I have more faith in this roster this year moving forward than I did in 2018.
Expect that because you heard that from the coach. The coaching staff. See, the reason why I completely disagree, and I'm not saying you don't have a point. When you have almost the exact same roster, look at the roster from the backups. The backups are the ones that we praise in the second half of the season. You guys got like Jacob Tutui Mariner. When he got in the game, he had opportunity to make plays. He made plays, and then the next thing you know, you see him back on the bench. So is that really a problem with depth, or is the coaches just don't want to give these guys an opportunity? That's why Arthur Smith was brought in, because he gives people opportunities. He's not afraid to play the fourth or third guy. If he's going to come in and contribute to the team, he's not afraid to hit that fourth guy on the depth chart. This is what Dan Quinn don't want to do. He plays favorite. That's why his ass got fired to begin with. Kyle Shanahan. We can say all the fuck we want to say about Kyle Shanahan, but Kyle Shanahan is not afraid to put that third guard, that second center. If they ass is not if they not putting in the work, guess what? They ass won't be playing. That's what I love most about a guy like Arthur Smith, and that's why I love even Kyle Shanahan. They are not afraid to make that tough decision. Sit your ass on the bench, Mr. Tack McKinley. Sit your ass on the bench, Grady Jarrett. If your ass ain't getting it done, sit your ass on the bench. Accountability. We got the players. You heard it. My bad. I'm sorry I'm long-winded, but that really pissed me off to say we don't have the depth. We have the depth. When you got a coach like John Gruden, and has John Gruden ever been known as a guy that lies? The man said we have players. We just don't have the coach. This is the best, at the time, 0-7 or something? I forget what the record was at the time. This man said this is the best losing team he's ever seen in the history of the game. So it's not a matter of can or do we have the right players. It's all about giving these guys the opportunity.
Hold on, I want to piggyback on something. Did you just say Ricardo Allen? I actually got a phone call from him right quick. I'm gonna let you hear the voice.
Oh my God!
What he said?
Oh God! Really?
Oh, AOL dial-up.
Hey man, Hey, for y'all who don't get it, it's a step slow. Dial up is
Yeah.
slow as hell. For y'all you people don't understand dial up
Yeah.
up was absolutely the worst, bro.
Yeah. If you wasn't around in that era, you don't get it. You know.
Yeah.
Well, it took you
Like I
about
said,
3
I
minutes before
apologize,
that
man.
thing came up.
Yo,
I
Somebody-
apologize, man.
he's definitely
I
slow as hell.
apologize,
though.
but I had to get that. I had to get that. My bad. I apologize, man. Well, you know when I'm passionate about something hit me, bro. I gotta get out. So
No, we
I
good. We
apologize,
good,
man.
man. We
Hey, we
good,
good.
man. That's
Hey,
part of
Mike,
what we do.
hey, Mike, do what I do. This is what you do. You do like this.
Woosah.
Woosah. Yeah, boy.
Yo,
yeah,
you had something that you had to add, Styles? Yeah.
I forgot what I was about to say, but that AOL kind of killed me right there.
Yo, you got the comment section crazy right now. Yo, they down over this
AOL
thing.
dial up, bro. I'm wilding, bro. I fucked up sticks again.
Bruh, like I said, I gave folks some homework. I gave a Cincinnati fan some homework last night. I said, if you want to know how good Ricardo Allen is, go look at his games against the Buccaneers. You're gonna see how good he is.
Oh my God.
That right there is how good
I
he is.
think
You talking about when he got lucky and got an interception because the buddy dropped the pass and made it seem like he made the play?
Mhm.
Jesus
That-
Christ, that shit was so garbage.
No, I'm talking about the second game when his feet got stuck in the end zone and got ran by.
Oh my God.
He was in
Oh
quicksand.
my God.
Yeah. You ever seen that goal line play with George Kittle pancaking him in
Oh yeah, that was nasty.
and
Dude,
George Kittle's
man.
just laughing.
He laughing
They-
at.
Hey, they lost that game though.
Yeah.
They lost
They
the game.
definitely did. They lost that game.
Matt Ryan orchestrated a good game plan versus their asses. You can hate on them though.
Where we at with it
My
next?
man was too light in the ass, man. To stick his head in.
See, because the thing is, like with Ricardo Allen,
Mhm.
he was already small as a corner. He wasn't really athletic. See, that's the thing. See, now if he was Brett Grimes, where he was athletic,
Mm-hmm.
it'd have been different. But he was small, but he wasn't athletic at all. Like he only moved him
Just
to free
even dumb.
safety because he wanted him on the team.
I was about to say that.
Yeah. He wanted a man that tell everybody else what to do. Ricardo Allen was just look. He was one who called them government informants. That's what he was. That's
was
exactly
the
what he was. He was a government informant for the Atlanta Falcons.
He was the ops.
Yep.
That's what his ass was.
CIA spy.
Exactly.
Oh, this is a good one. You know, shout out to T again. How does Matt Ryan take advantage of mismatches in this offense? Because there's gonna be a whole lot of them. You got you want to take this thing, or do I want to start with the headhunter first? Which one?
Hold on. Hit this comment right quick. I want y'all to see this.
What's up? What's up? What happened?
Here you go.
I seen Ricardo give up a deep pass on third.
Man, listen, man. Rico, he in Cincinnati
Yeah.
right now anyway, so we don't got to worry about that. That ain't our problem no more.
It's just funny.
It's funny.
He looked like Butterbean back there, boy. This shit is funny. I don't know if
No
anybody
range.
remember the boxer Butterbean.
Yeah. They got no range. Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead, Rich.
Fat
All
slow as mother, bro.
Well, yeah. So mismatches, it's gonna be a big part of the offense this year. We already know what we're gonna get from KP. He's gonna be moved around in a different throughout the formations. So part of the reason why you motion guys in the formation, so you recognize the coverage or whatever that the defense is in. So Matt Ryan will be able to recognize those mismatches. So he know where to go. If KP got the linebacker and he know he could beat him on the wheel route, and Calvin Ridley on the backside and he got a small corner on him, we'd be able to go up top or do whatever you want to do. So Matt Ryan knows how to spread the ball around. So that's the good thing about it. So Matt Ryan is definitely going to throw the ball, give the ball to whoever's going to win that matchup. So,
Yo, do me a favor, put that picture up there, yo, because Thor looking jacked right now. Yo, put that picture of Thor back up there, just so everybody know. Look at him.
I'm just waiting on the build.
Yeah. It's all reacting. It's all reacting because even once an emotion comes in, the defense reacts to it. So based off what the defense does, the quarterback is going to be able to see, and he's going to play off that and react off that, what you do and how they play us. So that's all it is.
Big facts.
Go ahead, T.
Well, I'm gonna use it a different way. We all know you got to take what the defense gives you, right? And each defense that guards us, they're going to look for us to pass first, regardless of how much run game we have. They know Matt Ryan is close to a 5,000-yard passer year in and year out. So I'm looking at it as using the backs, using this running game to make these linebackers guess to where Kyle Pitts and Hayden Hurst can go right past them after they do that play action, that boot. Oh, yeah, we running the ball. No, I'm throwing it right past you. So the running game is going to help Matt Ryan. As we know, he's the best play action passer when it comes to having a great running game. Michael Turner, Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman, throughout those years when he had those type of backs, he excelled well. So we have to use the backs first to create mismatches. And let's keep it a stat, man. Matt Ryan is probably one of the best when it comes to throwing at backs and tight ends, bro. On that real route, when it comes to backs or dumping the ball off and having backs go in the flats, like we see our running backs get 20 to 30 yards easily on that all the time. So we have to use the backs to create better mismatches for Calvin Ridley and for Kyle Pitts down the line.
Got anything to add, Styles?
Well, when we're talking about mismatches,
Oh,
like
God.
I said, just no. This ain't no jokey thing right here.
Okay, let's get to it.
Okay, so we talked about yesterday about the 12-13 personnel. See, now you have a offensive coordinator, like Riz said up there. You're moving Kyle Pitts. I don't like you calling him KP because that's the same nickname. He literally got the same two nicknames Kstlyz Porzingis got, so I'm not calling him neither one. I'll call him Stretch Armstrong. I'm gonna leave it at that. But with the way that they run the formations, because like me and Mike, we sat and watch how Tennessee kind of ran their offense last year as far as how they used the tight ends. Yes, that's Stretch Armstrong right there. Like I said, no unicorn, no KP, Stretch Armstrong. But we call him Agent 8 then. But if you look at the way that they use them, like I said, you got tight ends flexed out. You got tight ends out wide. You got tight ends on the line. You got tight ends in the backfield. You got tight ends lining up at quarterback. So by him using that advantage of you don't know where these guys are going to be, because we just talking about Kyle Pitts. Hayden Hurst can do the same exact thing. Cordero Patterson, the same exact thing. So you have three guys that when you get out there, you don't know where they're going to line up. You thinking this might be a twin tight end, one single back formation as a defense looking at their huddle. These motherfuckers might come out 4 wide, and you got 3 tight ends out there with 1 wide receiver.
Yep.
That's really a running back, but he's a wide receiver. So now the mismatches come in. Yes, like I said.
Jesus.
Thor ain't playing with y'all.
That boy ain't playing with y'all. So, hey, like I said, I believe that with these mismatches on how they do it, and like I said, Russell Gage is another one you can line up in the backfield too. That's going to give the defense, like I said, defense ain't going to know what the hell is going to happen. But we're just going off speculation on what we think that could happen and what we've seen in past. Because we got the players that are versatile enough to line up everywhere.
And we can't forget that Russell Gage can throw the ball as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that creates another wrinkle. That creates another wrinkle in the fold for our offense. Say if we're doing the option, he can fake the option and throw that same pass he did to Calvin Ridley versus the San Diego Chargers. That was a great ass pass. Great play.
Hey, and the reason why I was rambling on too, because I actually have a stat that I just looked up on my phone, and this is gonna go to what T said. How many receptions you think Todd Gurley had last year?
It got to be under 20 for sure.
I'm about to say 20.
I was going to say
no, like more than that.
25. Okay.
Wow.
Now, here's the kicker part. How many receptions you think Keith Smith had last year?
Oh, 33, 34, easily.
He had 11. But the problem, but the point is the way that the offense was, he was not like they didn't run plays to where they could utilize the backs in the passing game. Because in the Super Bowl year, in the year after that, the two of Matt Ryan's best years, he had the running backs involved in the passing game.
Mm-hmm.
You had a combination of 90 receptions from the running backs alone.
So everybody say this with me. Creativity.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it right for Mike. Hold up. Creativity.
I'm gonna get on this. I want to create the hot tag right now. I want a piece of this right now. Before I get into my little brand, before I get into the hot tag, let me acknowledge the fans, the 67 people that's watching right now. We appreciate you waking up, and I know it's an hour earlier, but it's a 3-day weekend. Get your ass up. You ain't gotta get up. You ain't gotta work on Monday. All right, yo, Rose Jackson, what's up, brother? Jude Talk Sports checking in from work. I appreciate that, brother. Mr. Motivator here every single day. My man's here almost like 5-10 minutes before the show, just talking to himself sometimes. Shout out to Mr. Motivator. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, Mr. Motivator, man.
Yo, Jarvis, Diva, all you guys that's here, if I missed you, I apologize. The Beast Among Us, save that comment, what you was talking about basketball. We're going to get that at the end of the show, all right? So just save that, put it, if you're still watching, save it and put it in towards, like, the end of the show. Carrie, Calamia, I see that you've been in, like, you've been coming one of my brothers. I appreciate you coming in. Carrie, what's good,
give a shout out to Carrie. Carrie does a wonderful job. She does a wonderful job with Atlanta Falcons Nation. And look, she's the admin there. And like I said, it's Maggie and our group. But when I tell you, it's either Carrie's way or no way. All right, she runs that damn thing like an absolute she does a brilliant job. I don't want to say what I want to say, but yeah. Carrie, shout out to Carrie, man. She does a wonderful job helping us with the Atlanta Falcons Nation group that's on Facebook. So y'all check that out also.
So
what's good, my brother? What's good, DC?
It seemed like the word for right now seems like hashtag creativity, like what Matt might say.
No,
so
you
I'm
gotta
just
do it
gonna creativity. But I'm gonna piggyback on that, right? I'm gonna piggyback on that, and like creativity is I want to say create chaos. And what I mean by creating chaos is I like creating chaos by bringing back the freaking hurry up offense. Matt Ryan been wanting to do that for such a long time.
Hold on, everybody give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause for that.
Yo, I said that on my video. Did you watch my video? My last video, my offensive video, bro? Oh my God, this dude here.
Yo,
we've been asking for that for 3 years, man.
Dude, I'm saying create chaos, but putting all those athletic freaks on the field at the same damn time, And now you're going to be dictating, to the defense on what you want to do. You want to play zone? We got guys that beat the zone. You want to play man? We got a guy that could beat man. We got several guys that could beat man. You want to sit there and try to bring the blitz, and we could bring a wheel route, and we could give it to Cordero Patterson. However, do you want it? However, do you need it? It does not matter how you want to do it.
However you need it.
Hey, I don't know if you guys saw this play though, but you think they're thinking about putting Allison in routes a little bit here and there?
Oh, he's actually not a bad route runner for his side.
Mm-hmm.
But for the people in the back that don't understand what he just said, fuck Dirk Cutter. hey, no. But basically what he's saying is for the people in the back is you punch them in the mouth. Don't let them hit you. Mm-hmm. That's all he said.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie. Rich, I appreciate you putting me on that Arthur Smith interview with Chris last week. Yeah, Arthur Smith said a lot of great things when it came to Dean, man. Dean hit him up. Like, we gotta keep reiterating that. Dean hit him up. He's been studying the Falcons defense to see where he can make some big improvements for this defense, bro. We're gonna work as a unison. It's not gonna be just 2 or 3 players making plays. It's gonna be a whole group of 11 flying to the ball trying to make plays. That's gonna be key for us for sure.
I'm telling you right now, bro. Like you ever heard of black people? You know what I'm saying? Like when you get that phone call and you ask like, yo, who all over there? Mm-hmm. That's what Dean P said. You know, he calls like, yo, who all over there? Deion Jones. What we got? We got Richie Grant. We got Grady Jarrett. We got AJ Terrell. I'm in there. The
main thing with Dean Pease, what I'm excited to see. I don't know who's going to be the guy right now, but it's going to be one guy on the defense where they're going to be moved around in all multiple positions. If they're going to be the money linebacker, if they're going to be the big nickel, where it gives the defense more room, being versatile to do so many different things. Something is telling me it might be Richie Grant potentially being that guy that just all over the field. He's a solid tackler. He can cover, and he's a solid.
He's gonna be like Ron Matthew. He's gonna be like Ron Matthew, bro.
Exactly. So those guys is definitely be on the field. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, bro. Yo.
Yeah. And like I said, y'all might not know. Y'all might see DPs put some shoulder pads on and go out there and blitz somebody.
He's gonna grab somebody by the face mask a couple of times during this season.
Yeah,
exactly.
We ain't had that, bro. That's something we need, especially for young players. Like, they be wanting coaches that's willing to teach them and not just be, oh, well, you're pros now. You got to figure it out on your own. No, sit down with me and help me figure out this scheme so I can make all the plays I can on Sunday or Monday or Thursday.
Yes,
well,
sir.
Can I say this? And excuse the background. I'm on another computer right now, but one of the biggest issues when we did a Chuck Smith interview, and I won't say exactly what he said, but it kind of went into exactly what we're talking about now, is that the thing that he did not appreciate from Dan Quinn, and this came from Dan Quinn, is that he didn't want his coaches to necessarily outshine him. And that in turn had the players not get exactly what they needed to be successful in the league. And why do I say that? When you got guys like Brian Cox, he's just, when you look at Brian Cox, he's emotional, he's very animated, and he has there will be points in the season where it's like, okay, he's outside of the coach. What a lot of coaches want to be the center of attention, and that's Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn wants to be the center of attention. He wants to have all get all the praise and whatnot. So when you have guys like a Brian Cox, these guys are excellent teachers. They're animated. They're gonna get in their face. They're gonna get in the player's face. A lot of coaches don't like that. they don't want to see you getting into the players. They want to see that they want to be the guys to get into their players. All right, they want to be that guy. So that's where I feel as though the biggest change with this team right now, especially coaching staff, that you have players or coaches like a Dean Pease, who's the defensive coordinator. This dude is look, Arthur Smith ain't proving nothing right now. This dude is a proven guy. Dan Quinn didn't want to bring in proven guys. He didn't want to bring in proven coaches. That's the real reason why these guys left. It's because he did not want these guys to outshine him. So until we get these coaches, the head coaches, get out of their damn feelings and let coaches, this team will be successful. But you gotta let these coaches be coaches. You talk about players be players. We need to let these coaches be coaches and do their damn job.
Hey, and you brought up Cox, bro. We gotta think about how good Cox was for Rashid Hageman. When we first got Hageman, you know, he couldn't run the whole practice. He got tired. He was complaining a lot. By 2016, Hageman was ready to go. Hageman started showing plays. Every time they put him out there, he was making plays. And I really hate the fact that he had situations out the field because he could have been an anchor for this D-line these previous 3 years that we missed him.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you want to blame anything, you could blame this on, and I look at this in basketball too, where you got a lot of like high school and like AAU coaches, like they kind of bend over backwards for a lot of these players and whatnot, and they don't show accountability to the players when they actually mess up or they need to get into their face. It's the same thing like with college, like they, when these recruiters, they come to your house in front of your family, you know what I'm saying, and they try to kiss your behind to get to their, get you to their program. It's all about putting up numbers. It ain't about like overall, like, I mean, it's a lot that has to do with talent, but it has a lot to do with just like, let me go over and bend over backwards for you. There's not a lot of disciplinarian coaches out there because right now it's like everybody wants to be a player's coach. And again, I said this a couple of weeks ago. That's why Eric Bieniemy went to work down there because again, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different response. Dan Quinn was a player's coach. The same way that got us. Dan Quinn was an exact player's coach, and look where that got us. Just like what Mad Mike said, he said that he didn't bring in any established coaches because for the simple fact that he didn't want nobody to outshine him. See, that's why Kyle Shanahan got up out of here. I don't want nobody to outshine me, even though Kyle Shanahan would have basically gotten in people's faces and the best 53 will play week after week after week. What we have right now, and that dude that knows where all the bodies are hidden, that guy right there on the screen right now, he is basically going to play the best 53 no matter who is going to be week after week after week. And if you ain't excited about that, you ain't excited about football, and you're just a casual fan, and we don't want you here.
Hey, I guarantee you we don't have a game where we give up more than 7 sacks again, though. When we have a coach that is an offensive line player that can stop what he's doing at any moment and go right to the film to help him out, bro, that's an asset. That's an asset. He can coach two roles at one time easily.
Mm-hmm. Wait, hold on. Look, you see what we got here? You see that next question? Where that next question at? There we go. Which players are on watch to perform right out the gate? This is going to be a hot topic too. I see that Mike already fuming right now, but I'm gonna start off with. You want to start off, Mike? You want to start off, Mike?
No, you the host. I'm here to play my place. You the host.
I saw your hand waving, so I thought you wanted the hot tag.
No, this is your show. Do what the hell you want to do. This is your show.
All right. Like T, look at the shots right now. Go ahead, bro. Get in there, man.
Man, listen. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I want Rich to get this one, bro. I need my brother Rich. Rich gotta hype me up a little bit, bro. I need Rich to start this one out, bro.
Honestly, so it's a lot. Are these rookies we're talking about, or just players in general?
Anybody. Ain't nobody safe. Anybody.
All right. So, because it's a lot of players right now that have the opportunity right now to step up to the plate and perform. I'm just gonna name 2 guys on the defensive side of the ball. I'm gonna go with Kaminsky and Walker. I think Kaminsky has a chance on the D line to not only take somebody's job, but to make an impact, you know, because anytime when I see Kaminsky play, he gives maximum effort all the time. I just see a big, just vicious animal just trying to hold down, just trying to, you know, make something happen. And Walker, we've seen certain instances where when Debo was hurt, he was able to fill in for him and he was able to make some plays here and there. He didn't finish off certain interceptions that he wished he would have got back, but I think Walker is going to make a big impact. Also, those are two guys that's going to be big special team players as well for us. You know, that's one big thing is going to play very crucial. So that's all I got on that end.
Go ahead, T. I know you wanted him to start off, but go ahead, man. You batting second.
All right. We all know Matt Ryan's a part of that, so I'm gonna leave that. I feel like Mike should do that one because Matt Ryan is the key to make this engine go. If we want this flight to actually take off, it has to be Matt Ryan. So I'm not gonna use that. I'm gonna let that be. I'm gonna pick the whole offensive line. I need the whole offensive line to play as a team. I don't need y'all fucking up nothing when it comes to Matt Ryan's stats. If Matt Ryan gets 3 seconds, I swear to God, each defense will get ate up every time we play them. Give that man 3 to 4 seconds, and he will carve up anybody. I'm looking to see between those 3 people. We already know Lindstrom is going to be a key for this offensive line. I'm looking to see the right guard, the center, and I got to see what Jake going to do, bro. I'm sorry. Please, Jake. I need you to do good in big games. 9 times out of 10, you know, Jake usually messes up when the game is out. It's pretty much over with. But I need Jake to take that leadership role because he's the oldest on this line now. He's the oldest. He has to take advantage of these mismatches. Listen, the head coach has played with your dad and talked to your dad before, so I know Jake will have Bruce Matthews at these practices. Let's get this underway, guys. We got to get the running game moving. We got to get this passing game going. I need the offensive line to be the centerfold of this offense. Fuck all the playmakers. At the end of the day, the playmakers can't make plays if the offensive line don't block. So the offensive line has to make plays this year, man. They have to. I want to see people mauled. I want to see them standing over the body, laughing. You're done. You're done. This play is over. I want to see all that. I don't want to see Matt Ryan touched. If it's a penalty, you go head hunt. If we get an unsportsmanlike penalty on Matt Ryan, you better go hunt. I want to see that motherfucker on the ground. Let's bring that nastiness back to this offensive line.
Hey. So if people don't know what T said about the offensive line, he wants to see pancakes.
Yeah.
Oh God, yo, T, you just went on the sermon. We're gonna pass the collection plate around. Styles right now is gonna do the benediction.
All right. So he hit the whole offensive line. So I'm gonna take it a different route because I was gonna say Caleb McGarry because now since they're running the ball, this is gonna be up his alley. So I definitely need him to step up. But I'm going in a different direction. I'm gonna say Cordero Patterson. Reason why I say that is I have a stat here that I have right now that y'all need to look at. Special teams. This is the aspect of the game that nobody cares about, nobody talks about, but is very important. These numbers right here that I'm looking at right now actually makes me want to cry right now, but I'm holding it in real deep. Combined punt and kick return yardage for last season. There's all 16 games. All 16 games. 561 yards kick and punt return combination yardage for 16 games.
God, that's a lot of fair catches, bro. That's a lot of
unacceptable, bro.
Dude, Bro. But the reason why I say it is we have to look at the field flip position game. That is a very important aspect for your offense. Because that's why when you look at certain stats and stuff like that, that's why your kickers, no, I'm gonna say your punters help your defense. Your returners help your offense. Now, if your like I said, if your returners can get your ass out the damn 25-yard line, at least get you to the 35-yard line, you don't know. Them 10 extra yards make a big difference.
You do.
Because how many damn drives did we have last year where we were literally starting at the 25? I count about 95% of the time. But like I said, with Cordero Patterson, Avery Williams, like these guys here, like I'm looking for them to step up off the bat, because that's the one thing that you can do to help a quarterback is get him better field position to get down the field. And
that's facts.
And like I said, and that goes for Sterling Hoffrichter, so he can help the defense too, because he's not pinning them in the 20 like I want him to. That's what he got drafted for, to pin motherfuckers in the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I look for Cordell Patterson to make an immediate impact on that return game, him and Avery Williams, because bruh, we've been fair catching for far too long, bruh. I like, dude, we've been waving so much, boy. We were saying goodbye off the Titanic. That's how much they were waving.
Hey, K, quick question.
Yo,
don't you think with special teams getting 10 to 15 extra yards that our offense won't get stagnant when we get into the red zone for goddamn doing 15 plays already?
Right. Because if you look at it from that aspect, is that extra 10 to 15 yards, that play that you have to take to get further could be a play you could use in the red zone that you can get 15 yards and a touchdown.
Thank you, K. I appreciate that.
because by starting off closer to midfield, or like I said, flipping that field position, now you put the opposing defense in a bind, because now it's a little bit more of a panic mode where it's like, oh, no, we definitely got to stop them. And that's where their mistakes come at. And that's where you can hit a Kyle Pitts down the middle. You can hit a Calvin Ridley on the flag route. Russell Gage can get hit on the deep route. Alameda Zacchaeus, Frank Darby. Hell, Quadri Olison can get hit on the wheel route. So you're setting up the offense to be more unpredictable, because if you start at 25, you know they got to pass all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it's better to run, pass, back. Like, with Dirk Cutter, it was power tackle, draw play, 9 routes. We don't need that no more. So Cordell Patterson is going to be very important for this team.
Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I just got to say this first. I've done this video again. You can go check out the 3 players to watch for offensively. The video is out now. It's been out for a couple of days now, and I said this about offense. All right, and this is a little bit unconventional, and I picked Richie Grant for offensively for an obvious reason. And we're talking about turnovers. We can have good special teams all we want, but if you're not getting turnovers to get those extra points, to get those extra possessions to the offense, special teams is definitely a huge asset. But for me personally, I'm not really expecting that, because just the rules, the way the rules are in the NFL, they like, for me, I think they are pushing it for athletes just fair catch. And I don't think it's necessarily all coaching. I could be wrong there, but I think the NFL just like, look, we really don't want y'all running the ball, whether it's punt return or kick return. I've seen a lot of fair catches just the last 2-3 years for just doing the special teams. But if we're gonna really make that
change, and we're talking about offensively and score a lot of points, I think we're going to have to do a better job of getting that ball, because you go back and look at that Dallas Cowboy game, man, we had so many damn turnovers in that game, man. Matt Ryan had every opportunity to score, and he put up scores, all because of Foye Oluokun. You know, they was making plays, but it all has to do with turnovers. It's all momentum. That creates that energy. You always talk about energy. T always, energy. I need that energy. I need that. That's what we need. That creates that energy. So if you're not getting that energy and getting Matt Ryan hyped, getting Calvin really hyped, getting that defense hyped, getting the special teams hyped, getting the coaches on the sideline, you know, these guys high-fiving everybody, because that's one thing that I miss from this Falcons team. Them motherfuckers act like they in the damn church or something. This ain't no damn Sunday church. This ain't no Sunday sermon. Get your ass off your feet, cuss, kick somebody in the nuts, step on their hands, do something. We need that.
Yo.
Yeah. Yo.
I mean,
we all good. No,
we thought he was gonna preach some more.
Yeah,
I'm good. I need that energy. Look, I'm telling you today, bro. I'm telling you today, I need that energy.
I mean, after what you hear, after what Jumpman said, and Headhunter, and then Sweet Lou, the sixth man, you know, and then you finish off, you know, with Mad Mike. There ain't much to add to that. But what I will say, you know, I mean, there's some things like you just have to let alone, because what they did was they pulled a B rabbit, you know, from 8 Mile, and I don't know what I can say behind that, man. Like I'm just stuck holding the mic right now. But what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna say this. I've looked in the comments. The comments is like on fire right now. I mean, there's a lot of people saying like, you know, they want to see like AJ Terrell become elite. Some of them saying like the O line. They're talking. They agree with you know, with the T. I'm gonna go with two places where I feel like we need improvement, and kind of goes in agreement, you know, with Matt Mike. And I'm looking at Fowler, because I mean, at some point it's like you have to justify why the hell we brought you here, bro. You know, like we haven't found a decent edge rusher in a long time. And if it goes by, you know, producing turnovers, like that front seven can actually help with producing some sort of turnovers. But if you're giving quarterbacks 5 to 7 seconds, you know, to be able to dissect your defense, our defense was already vanilla with the cover 3. So just imagine you giving like somebody an extra 5 to 7 seconds to find that hole. That's why tight ends was tearing our behinds up, you know, week in and week out. TJ Hawkinson should have never been wide open on that last play to beat us. It should have never happened, but it happened. This is why you can't give quarterbacks like 5 to 7 seconds. Dante Fowler, I'm looking at him. Ray Jarrett, I'm looking at him to actually take a step up into that elite. I think people are sleeping on him too much, but I think he needs to take like that next step. He is one of the, if not the number 2 best defensive tackle, he's definitely like a 1B to Aaron Donald. And what he needs to do is take that next step. Number 3 is who's going to be, if it's not Dante Fowler, then who the hell is it going to be? Is it going to be Tutu Malner? Is it going to be like Michael Walker? Like, is it going to be Brandon Copeland? We need somebody that we know week in and week out, that we know somebody's going to bring, what did I say? Create chaos. We need somebody that's going to be able to create chaos. And I haven't seen that chaos created since John Abraham. Shout out to John Abraham. But I knew what I was getting week in and week out from a guy like John Abraham. I was going to get effort, and I was going to get, it was going to be wreak havoc week in and week out. Number 4 is who in the world is going to be that second corner. Okay, I know Fabian Moreau got brought here and whatnot, and it looks good, and I hope he takes over that role. If it's not Fabian Moreau, God help us if it's going to be Kendall Sheffield, because I don't trust that dude on the side. I do not. I mean, he looks good. I mean, if this was like one of those, like, you know, like speed contest or whatever like that, he will be the cornerback equivalent of Peerless Price. I know I'm not supposed to say that. You know, I'm not supposed to say that. But yeah, like fast and looks good in pads or whatever like that. That's basically Kendall Sheffield. I want to see him take a step forward. You know, because if if now Isaiah Oliver is moving to free safety, then who is going to be there? So you're basically saying that people are going to battle it out for like that second corner spot. I mean, I need somebody serviceable there. AJ Terrell is fine to me, and I know he's going to take the next step. If you haven't seen the videos of this dude working out, look at it. This guy is ready to take the next step. I have no idea what's going to happen with that second corner spot, guys. I'm gonna go to the next question after that. If you want to add something to that, I have no confidence in that second one.
How you feel about the rookie though, from San Diego State?
Oh, Darren Hall. See, any corner that comes from San Diego State, I'm fine. I'm fine with anybody from San Diego State, you know, because I know KZ was fine from San Diego State, and this guy was already picking off passes right off rip as soon as he came to training camp. So he's fine to me. I mean, if you want to put him out there and it's like maybe roll your coverage or maybe like help him out or something like that, like maybe Deron Harmon can kind of like put like a cloud coverage so that he doesn't have to think too much until maybe he gets his feet up on him, then I'm all good because we already seen that AJ Terrell could take away like a side all to himself. That's just totally fine. I ain't worried about Mike Evans twice a year. I'm damn sure ain't worried about Slant 13 twice a year. I ain't worried about him either. You know, so I think we're going to be totally fine, with that. But moving on to the next, Falcons go over or under 10 wins in 2021. They don't get quiet now.
Hey,
I started off real fast.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got it.
Go ahead, Mike.
Just real quick. I'll say they win 10 games.
Mm-hmm.
I say they win.
I mean,
10
I got the schedule right here. Y'all want to roll through it real quick, like real quick.
The schedule. Like I don't even like. We talking about this division. I think we can easily win 5 games in this division. Like that's like because there's no. You can't look as much as people want to sit up here and suck on his left nut. And I'm talking about Tom Brady. That motherfucker did not do much to win that Super Bowl. Let's be fucking honest. Because he played like shit in that NFC Championship game. He played like absolute horseshit. Okay? That ball was in the air for like 20 minutes. Damn 20 minutes. That dude played like crap. Y'all go back and watch it for yourself. Right? So let's not give him credit for that Super Bowl. That defense led the championship. If it wasn't for that defense, they wouldn't. They were getting turnovers. They were getting him the ball back on the 30, 40-yard line, and it was exact replica of what happened in 2015 with the Denver Broncos. So let's not give Tom Brady all the credit. All right, if that defense, I forget who said it, but they were saying that bringing back the exact same the exact same team. And it might have been Paula who said that. I forget. Bringing back the exact same team, the exact same defense. Teams know what to expect from Bucs now. They know how they're going to attack. That's what last year how they won because we haven't seen Tom Brady in his offense. We haven't seen Tom Brady with this team. So now they had that familiarity with him. Guess what? Teams know how to attack the Bucs now, and Tom Brady is going to have to throw that thing. And we've seen what he's like when he has to throw the ball. Can we count on Rojo to keep doing what he's doing? Can we keep? Can you continue to count on LSU? I forget his name, Leonard Fournette. Can we count on those guys to continue to run the ball like they ran the ball last year? That's the thing. Yeah. So. I believe that we can at least 4 to 5 games, and then 5. I think with our schedule, we can win 5, 6 games outside of in the NFC, just outside of our division. We can win at least 6 games outside division with the last place schedule.
Well, I'm
looking at it right now. I'm looking at I see Eagles win, Giants win, Washington win, Jets win. Dolphins a push. Cowboys win. Jaguars win. Lions win. That's all.
Right there.
You can leave it right there.
Yeah, but hey, Matt, we gotta keep it G, bro. The last 3 years we started off shitty. If we're getting into a league where we're going to be able to win in the beginning of the season, that will create momentum to where we don't have to go on a 6-game winning streak towards the end. We've been doing it for the past 3 years. The past 3 losing seasons, we started off 0-5, 1-6. Like, come on, bro, we can't add that. The season is 16 games. We're 17 now. You got to start off fast to be able to get wins, bro.
But you remember who's
And
at the helm?
the team gets more confidence.
But remember who was at the helm those 3 years. That's why we was coming out lazy. Stone Cold Steve Austin was the head coach during those three years.
You're right about that. You're right about that. That is true.
That's not Stone Cold Steve Austin. That is Gilbert. You gotta remember that is Gilbert. That's Gilbert. That is don't disrespect Stone Cold like that. But I was just gonna add one little tidbit. Remember the Falcons haven't started off on a winning note since 2015.
We went 6-0.
Started off 6-0.
Yeah, 6-0.
Yeah. We haven't had a season where we started off like that in 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
I can actually see us starting off at least like 4-1.
That same season, we started off good, but then I don't think we was on a little losing streak after that, right?
Yeah.
2015.
That same season, what Kstlyz was talking about.
We went 2-6 to end it.
And this is the reason why I say it's imperative that we get off to a good start, because Matt Ryan is the type of quarterback that he doesn't feel pressure. They call him Matty Ice for a reason. He don't feel pressure, so he gets off to a 6-0 start. He's right in his comfort level. He wants to dish the ball and dink and dunk. That's what he wants to do. He's not a guy that's going to throw, Hail Marys like Aaron Rodgers. He wants to dink and dunk and let the athletes be athletes. So when you let the athletes be athletes and you got a quarterback that wants to be a Drew Brees and Tom Brady and let the athletes be athletes, bro, that's a recipe for success. That's a recipe to get to a Super Bowl. Yeah. Get Matt Ryan a fast start and let him be himself. He has not been himself for the last 6 years because we start out with 0-5, 2-4. Like that's we always got to come back. So you get Matt Ryan comfortable. He hasn't been comfortable. Why isn't nobody talking about that? Matt Ryan hasn't been comfortable in the last 6 years or so. Even in the Super Bowl year, we didn't get out to a good start the Super Bowl year.
Yeah, we ended up going 4-2 to start the season.
Ryan could front run like the best of them, man. Once he gets rolling, like it's over. It's just the fact that just like what Mad Mike says, is that the media doesn't talk about that he has to always play from behind, or he's always in between his ears. He's like, damn, I got to put up 30 because I don't trust my defense to be able to stop anybody. It's like, damn, I'm going against exactly. I'm going against Aaron Rodgers. How many points am I going to have to score this week? Like when you're thinking about that, like you already pretty much lost the game, especially when you see your defense. If you actually march down the field, your first shot, like Kstlyz said, that we started after 25, then we just happen to march down the field. 12 plays, 75 yards and whatnot. We score. Guess what? The defense gives up a play just like that. Damn, I got to go right back out there, and then I got to score another TD.
Definitely.
It's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. What you got, Rich?
I was gonna say that I do think this year we will win at least 10 games this year, at least 6 to 10 games at least for sure. Just the simple fact that if you look at our schedule, we would be playing against at least 7 young quarterbacks from at least a range from that area. If we see Trey Lance at the back end, I think he might be 8, at least of those young quarterbacks that haven't got that much experience and haven't seen that many defenses. And I think if you also add that on top of good coaching that knows how to take advantage of that, sky's the limit for where the Falcons could be and where we can end up. And what we had last year is not what we're gonna have this year. Like I always mention this every time when it comes to football, it's a new season every year, and you can expect an immediate change and an immediate turnaround. So being that's the fact, I think we have an advantage to that to our schedule. I believe we have one of the easiest schedules too. So seeing those young quarterbacks plays a factor in it.
Yo, you
And
ain't
y'all just let me get away with it, didn't it?
Yep.
Hey,
I ain't even say nothing number. Y'all just let me get away with it.
hey, look, I'm about to say shout out to Todd Mullers for this comment right here talking about this channel's going to blow up this season. Great job breaking down everything.
Woo!
We appreciate it, man. Like I said, y'all, but it's all because of y'all. It ain't just us. It's y'all's right there. That's why I say Atlanta Falcon Nation ain't just us. It's everybody that watches this show.
I mean, y'all demand that of us, and we give y'all what y'all want. That's just what it is. We don't dictate. It's like this is what y'all want because we're fans too. So it's like we want more film breakdown. We want more people to talk about Atlanta sports because we're one of the most forgotten about and slept on, fan bases for a long time. And yeah, we are more than just a casual fan that comes out every, like whenever we go to Super Bowl, where that is, or whenever we have like a winning season or whatever like that. We're more than just that. It's like we are film breakdown. We are defense. We are coaching matters. Like we are nation. We are one. That's what we are. Adam, the teacher.
Let me jot that down. Give me a picture. Let me jot that down. I'm gonna jot that down for you.
Well, that boy came with an Ermac Mortal Kombat speech. You are one. We are but many.
Hey man, look, I had to step my game up on Madness, boy. He with the promos, boy.
I'm telling you right now. I call promos, man. I'm the King Leonidas of this shit, man. I'm telling you. Like this is where we start. This is where they died. 300, man.
Gang. Spotters.
I'm telling you, bro.
We are Sparta.
Oh, see, hey, check it out, nation. Like
I can see Foye and Lucon saying that,
right?
Oh my God.
I'm gonna break it down right now for those people that's still watching the 85. The numbers have been going up. I appreciate you guys waking up, every single morning, waking up an hour early. And guess what? Guess what we got right here? Oh, y'all didn't think that we would be talking about basketball, but it's hot down here in Atlanta. Oh, it's hot right now. Everybody loving what the Atlanta Hawks is doing. Everybody love Ice Trey. What we're gonna talk about right now? We're gonna break down a little bit of Atlanta Hawks playoff talk, how they get no kind of respect, and whether or not John Collins deserves a max contract. Oh, that's gonna be a hot topic too. So what y'all got to say about the Atlanta Hawks playoff run so far? Go ahead, T. You start off.
Well, let me say I do believe we'll have over 10 wins. I didn't say that. We will have over 10 wins. I do believe that. I don't want people to say, "Oh, T didn't answer the question." I'm gonna answer that question first. We will have over 10 wins. But as far as Atlanta Hawks, we gotta get Game 6 for sure. I'm hoping Trae Young plays. If not, we can't expect to just shoot threes all game, guys. We gotta attack the basket. In that second quarter, when we end up cutting it to 9 points and Collins was starting to eat, he went 0 for 7 to start the game, but he started to heat up and made 4 consecutive shots. They didn't give him the ball. They started jacking threes again, and what do you know? Brook Lopez ends up taking over again. As far as on defense, we got to stop the big man from scoring. They score literally at will every chance. Like Portis, that guy is a bench player. How is he getting close to 20 points? Even from game 1 when he came in, we saw like, God damn, he balling like that? Wait, like what's going on? Where's Capella? But I see they probably putting Capella out to guard Giannis in the beginning. That's what they were doing. Giannis was bringing him out. So the paint was open for success. We got to stop them too. That's the key. Middleton cannot beat us. He cannot. Their shooting cannot beat us. If you stop them big man from scoring, you'll have a better outcome. And that's what they did in the wins. They stopped the big man from scoring.
Styles, you got something to add, bro?
Okay. Let me get back. I'm gonna have to get into my show off my hairline mode here. What I saw from Game 5 was one of the most embarrassing efforts defensively that I have ever seen in these playoffs so far. Brooke, ain't no way in hell Brooke Lopez supposed to be out here yamming on folks. This dude was literally here yamming on people.
Brooke Lopez, man.
Catching oops too. I ain't seen him dunk in years.
Yo, my man pointed to the ceiling. My man pointed was like, yo, throw it up.
Bruh, this dude runs. I said last night, this dude runs like a wounded hyena down the court. And he out here catching oops. And the whole problem about it was, he was like, that's all you saw was, yo. I'm like, y'all do realize this motherfucker stays at the 3-point line most of the year, right?
Exactly.
Where the hell this come from?
Yeah, just throw the ball up.
But the problem that came with it was Capella and Collins. It was like the communication wasn't there. It's like the effort wasn't there. It was like they was getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound. Oops. They scored 63 points in the paint. That is inexcusable. But the thing I will say about it is, despite those inefficiencies right there, they was within 10 points the whole game. So that's definitely something that you can build on. But Bogey and Danilo Gallinari cannot, and Lou Williams cannot be the only guys out here making an impact. Like, if John Collins want that max deal, like I said, this was the perfect time for him to show out, because he ain't got no Trey out there, no Giannis out there. You the second best player on the team. You have to show up. That's what Nate McMillan was saying in the halftime show. He was like, and Mike will attest to it. They asked him a question like, "What do you think the Hawks need to do?" He just said, "We need somebody to show up." We need somebody to show up. But for the whole playoff run, I've been impressed because they have written this team off. They pretty much were the laughing stock of this whole playoffs to begin with, but they have shut everybody up. They done villainized the Hawks, and they're embracing it, and I'm loving it. But like I said, for this series, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. My bad. I just gotta say it like this, and I'm gonna be a little graphic with it. You ever had a girl come up to you and say, "Can you show me what you working with?" There's guys that look, you whip that motherfucker out, or you like, "Girl, what? You want to see what?" This is what
that's it.
He said, "Girl, what?" Like, that's what he did. That's what he did. You had the opportunity to whip that motherfucker out, and you didn't do it. Look, bro, you got to whip that motherfucker clean out. You can't sit there and say, "What?" No, look, here you go, goddamn. Girl, here you go. You want it? That's what you need. John Collins needs to step the fuck up, because he had his opportunity. Like, Trey wasn't there. Trey is the ladies' man. Trey is the guy that get all the women. He get all the praise. And you had your opportunity to get Cardi B. You had your opportunity to get Suki Hunter, and you dropped the ball. That's what you did. John Collins, shame on you, motherfucker.
Hey,
is anybody still watching?
Hey, Mike. Basically, what you're saying is he had a chance to do the Ball Johnson dance.
Bro,
yes, dude, y'all gotta chill.
He had his opportunity.
Tune in next week. Tune in next week for Showtime After Dark. You know?
Yo, what happened to Hunter? What happened to Hunter?
I don't know. He had the ACL injury, so he was out for the series.
Oh, okay.
Anybody who wants to subscribe, we're gonna be on Pornhub and YouTube, RedTube.
Exactly.
Hashtag
Oh
whip
my
it out.
God.
That's what it is. Whip out gang over here, boy.
Whip out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what said, basically she invites you over to smash, and then all of a sudden you can't get up. That's what you saying?
Yeah, you can't get up. Like, what you mean? What you mean you can't get it up?
Yo, this
This gonna be a big game tonight, though. It's gonna be a big game tonight. It's gonna be a big game
Oh, it's
tonight.
gonna definitely be a good
Thank
game.
Who's gonna be the X factor?
Thank you for the headhunter for getting us back on track. It's just like what
I got
John
you.
said.
Nah, I got
When
you. I
did
got
this
you.
show turn into the Lush Exchange, man?
But see, the crazy thing about it is that's still right. That's a good analogy, is because now you got the opportunity to get the hoes. You got the opportunity to be the star. And
Right.
you like Mike said before, you Devontae Freeman that motherfucker. That's basically what
We don't
you
Gotta
do.
take advantage of the opportunities, bro.
Look, man,
They
we gotta have
didn't
somebody.
confirm yet.
But
Said
honestly, though, like, we gotta have somebody show up more than just Crime Mob, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have somebody show up just more than just besides them, because the only thing that happened is that the Milwaukee Bucks just found out that they were tall. That's what happened in the game, in the previous game. That's what he did. Is that they just found out, like, hey, we're tall. Let's just like pound it. Let's pound them in. So it's like, who cares? No matter what, Hawks in 7, and that's all that matters. That's it.
Yeah, I expect Trae Young to at least suit up, man. It's like, it's 3-2
It's the last
right now.
game.
So yeah, you gotta show up, show out. I think Perfector is, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. White Chocolate. I call him White Chocolate. You call him Red Velvet? Oh, okay. I call him White Chocolate. All right. So if he show up, too, that's another guy. Sometimes he be a little shy. I don't know, for some reason. Chris Middleton got some good defense, but I think he's good enough to expose Middleton a little bit. I think it's just the confidence at play factor in it. So we'll see how that shows out. But regardless of whoever wins, gonna see Phoenix. The Suns is a well polished team with Chris Paul, and they got a lot of weapons. So whoever's moving on ain't gonna be easy.
Hey, but the reason why you say Red Velvet was kind of missing, because they're having him do the ball factor. Like, they're not giving Lou Will the ball to be able to orchestrate the offense. Like, he's a shooter. Let him shoot. Let Lou Will take the ball down the court. JC, get your ass in the paint. You ain't supposed to be dribbling the ball down the court. Everybody want to be Braun. Everybody want to be MJ. No, get in your position and play your position to the best of your ability. That's how you win games.
Seriously, bro.
Hey, I'm about to say, I'm going to give 2 shout-outs to the Hawks players right now. Okongwu and Cam Reddish. Because, like I said, if you looked at that game closely last time, out of all the bigs we had, Okongwu was the only one hustling down there in the paint.
He want that PT.
Right. Cam Reddish is giving Chris Middleton the business right now.
Yeah.
Danilo Gallinari is goddamn showing out. That's an oxymoronic statement to say right there for the average basketball fan.
Yeah.
But like I said, we got to, like, Herder has to play better. John Collins. See, here's the thing about John Collins' game. This is the thing about John Collins, and I noticed this about the last couple of years. See, when he gets that lob from Trae and gets that dunk, that's when he gets engaged early.
Yeah.
See, because Trae is out, they don't run that floater alley-oop option offense like they like to run. So he's kind of out of place. Now, I'm about to say, boy, right now you down the Dennis Schroeder road for max contracts, because Dennis Schroeder said he wants $120 million too. You going down that road. You ain't hear about that?
Give it to him.
I ain't giving Reggie Jackson nothing. He can go to another team, match nothing.
Right.
And the Knicks are dumb enough to give it to him too. That's what I'm telling you.
They are
dumb enough to give it to him.
Hey, look. Yep. We'll be like this. Go right ahead, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's my boy right there. I told folks I never gave up on Cam neither. But his only thing is once his offense matches his defense, he's going to be a problem. Whether he be here for the long run or he's somewhere else.
He just needs time with Trey. Like that's you got to find your spot with Trey. He hasn't found his spot with Trey, and that's the only thing. Like, consistency. Like one thing, like in basketball, you got to learn how to read the leader and play off of what he's doing, and that's something to your point about John Collins. He's learned how to do one thing out there, outside of playing with Trey, but he hasn't found out that thing to do without Trey. So like you have to learn to play with shooters and play without your superstars and playing with and without the super. And John has not found out how to play without the starter. And that's why I say for me, if he wants to be a max player, he got to stop trying to dunk the ball all the time. He got to work on that mid-range shot. You remember Amari Stoudemire? I think that's a perfect example of what he is. Yeah. He is Amari Stoudemire. And Amari Stoudemire, when he learned that mid-range jumper, that's when he damn near unstoppable. So that mid-range jump shot, he need to get his ass in the gym and work with Karl Malone and just shoot jumpers. Pick his brain, even if it's Go ahead.
Now I'm about to say I was going to piggyback on what you said because I was like, even if he could turn in, if not Amari Stoudemire, turn into LaMarcus Aldridge. It's like it's turn into like a mid-range ball, someone that can from the mid-range, but also could step back to the three. Just give something the defense could could think about. My bad, Mike. Go ahead, Doug.
That's it, man. You pretty much did it.
I was about to say too. People don't realize that the mid-range elbow jump shot is going to be the most open shot in basketball right now.
Mm-hmm.
It is the most open because ain't nobody defending the mid-range no more. It's you defending the three or you defending the drive.
Mm-hmm.
And if you driving, they gonna backpedal to the basket expecting that. And like I said, that's where Kevin Huerter's spot is that elbow mid-range jump shot. So I feel like he can get a couple of those early. Him and Bogey get a couple of those early, kind of get the rhythm of the offense together. It's like I said, this game is in the bag, but it just come down to effort now, man. Like, look, Big O, Onyeka Okongwu. I saw effort from him.
Yeah. Well, we're going to transition into, final thoughts, which we can talk about, anything that could be on your mind. I know I got a certain something on my mind that I was literally arguing at work about, with people. And I don't know if it's going to be a hot topic or not. Personally, I don't even care, but I'm going to get it off my chest. And I'm going to say that I personally go out and I'm going to say I support, Sha'Carri Richardson, for what she basically went through and how she basically got railroaded and what just basically happened here is you're basically saying that the Olympic Committee is saying that marijuana is a performance enhancing drug. That's basically what they're saying. They're going to take away this girl's dreams and a guaranteed gold medal because we already know what she was going to be once she got out there on that field. We already know what was about to happen. We already know. They did the same thing to Serena Williams. They did the same thing. They're doing the same thing to Simone Biles. Anybody that you see that has any kind of greatness associated with them, they're going to try to tear you down in any kind of way possible. And this is what happened. And the thing is, before everybody starts talking about it, is that what's happening is that she actually did the the marijuana in a state that's actually legal. So that's how crazy this BS is. So again, if she happens to be watching, or I'm gonna try to tag her in this or whatever like that. Me personally, Magnus of Atlanta Falcons Nation. I know Mad Mike, you spoke about it. You know, I see T's in agreement with it. Like, look, you know, we support you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope you get some sort of appeal and get it like overturned or whatever like that. But it's complete BS, and you know, I actually argue with people about it, and that's what yeah, she is. Do you realize this girl is so fast? It looks like her hair's on fire.
Hey man, that's the reason why. I'm gonna be real. You know how we do it here. That's the reason why. I'm glad you brought it up.
Hey.
That's the reason why they don't want her there. She's FloJo. She's FloJo reincarnated. They don't like to see a black woman who's flashy, who's confident in herself. That's why they hate Serena. They don't want us to be braggadocious. They don't want us to be goddamn humble. Well, fuck that. We don't need goddamn humble. This girl is the best. Why does she gotta be humble? Why does she has to be humble? What did she do? You people up here shooting up veins and doing all this other type of stuff, but you mad at her for smoking a little weed? Smoking a little weed? Not in competition? This is what threw me. Look, this is what threw me all the way off. Not in competition, and she was suspended for it. This
in a state that's legal. In a state that's legal too.
And I know a lot of track stars are gonna say, but they did this to this. Come on, let's stop it. They didn't look like Sha'Carri. It wasn't braggadocious like Sha'Carri. That's the only reason why she's being punished is because she's in your motherfucking face. Period. And that's all I can say about that. That's it, dog.
Hey, look, I was gonna say too. They look at the hair, they look at the nails, and they look at the tattoos, and like that's really one of the main reasons why they looking at her appearance. But at the end of the day, we don't give a fuck.
She's FloJo. That's what she is. They don't want another FloJo.
Exactly. FloJo was dusting them heifers back then.
You understand like the styles, you know, it's the gap. That's the thing, because it wouldn't have been a problem if the gap of talent was a little bit closer. But being like I said, you see Simone Biles and Serena Williams, so you see it's like this, and it's getting wider and it's getting wider and wider. And the thing is, it's like these athletes are getting younger and younger, and coming from impoverished communities where there are no resources, so they don't understand how can you be so great coming from places like that, where they say like I'm from the mud. They have no idea why you from the mud and you could be that great. It's like where did you come from? Where did you go? Like how did you do it? They do not understand. And the only way that they could do that is like they can muzzle you. They'll tell you to shut up and dribble, or they'll tell you to do all kind of crap, and they'll find any small little thing to diminish your greatness. Anything. And just like what Mad Mike said, he said this is the second coming of FloJo. The second coming of FloJo, and this is what you want to do. All right, take that 100 then.
So
plain and simple.
So the Olympics, so the U.S. Olympic Committee, what's going to be their excuse if they win no track medals because they suspended their best runner?
That's crazy. But I think she's trying to appeal it though, right?
Nah, she saying she like fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, it's a wrap.
Oh yeah, she took ownership of it. She like shit, I did it.
Yeah, she said I'm human.
Right. So
that's crazy. They all want to put us in the lab at the end of the day, bro, because they don't understand how we're able to be so talented for our race. At the end of the day, bro, we gotta just keep it real, bro. And the fact that she just burst out of a cannon like that to where she was gonna take over for decades to come, they ain't like that, bro. They was looking for something.
Yeah, and they better watch that dude that was like 19. Oh, go ahead, Rich. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead, man.
Now I was gonna say, like, she brings a different type of energy to the sport. It's not common what you see, which is what Mike was saying. But some people fail to realize, just being an Olympic athlete, these are people that train for years and look forward to this event, that they're competing in. And she even stated to qualify to Tokyo after she won, she recently lost her mother. And she still put it on the show. So once an athlete shows that gratification, that's just how it just comes out, and you just got to respect it, and it's sad that's the case. They got to look for it. Like, look, bash her just for marijuana as a like that helped her. Like all it was just more motivation, you know. But yeah,
I mean,
Hey,
it was just. I mean, we just was like for anxiety, man. Like that's what it was for. Like she lost her
she
mom.
said
She
it
didn't
was
know how to.
coping. That's for her cope for
Yeah.
her mom.
The thing is, like, she didn't get liquored up. She didn't go behind the wheel of a car. She didn't kill anybody or nothing like that. What she did was basically just take something to deal with her anxiety. And if you look at anything, we have seeds, we have edibles, we have people that actually invest in dispensaries and whatnot. But then we're gonna talk out the other side of our mouth and say that you can't deal with stuff like anxiety and whatnot. But we have football players and basketball players actually hold interviews with helmets on their heads and they got mics in their face and whatnot. You don't think that it builds like anxiety? What do you expect these people to do? You know,
Hey,
like
for people that might not know, I mean, you know, outsiders, they actually have marijuana strains that help players, or not players, but people with certain situations, like anxiety, stress, depression. Like all that comes into the fold. People not understanding that's based on what she said she was using it for. It wasn't like it was, oh, I've been doing this before my mom passed and I was doing this in college and high school. She didn't state none of that. At the end of the day, so we have to be honest with the people and say like she deserves another chance. At the end of the day, I don't feel that's right. Because the Olympics don't come around every year.
I get what you're saying, Clay Melton. I'm just saying that if the NFL or all organizations are willing to bend, bend their rules to this type of situation, then honestly, I think the IOC should do the same thing as well. You know, because look, I mean, Michael Phelps did it. I know they banned him for like 3 months and whatnot, but I mean that he did it. So it's like they're only doing it not for the fact of recreation and being like a Cheech and Chong or whatever like that. It's like they're doing it to cope with injuries and anxiety and things of that nature. That's why you got Naomi Osaka, who's basically protecting her peace and not playing in Wimbledon and other tournaments and whatnot because she's protecting her peace. Like if I can't smoke, then I ain't gonna do it.
No, I'm just gonna be real. Y'all look. This ain't the typical show. The typical channel, y'all full of shit if y'all really believe she the only one that sit up there smoking weed. I'm just here to tell you. Athletes. These are athletes. All they do is work out and have cameras in their damn face. That's it. My sister is an athlete. All right. Yeah, it's difficult. Yeah, you have to, but the things that they have to go through, all right, that what they have to go through. And I might have her on one of these days so she can explain this to you. And like I said, I get it. But the timing is incredibly, like that's just, for me, this is one of those instances where you talk about you want change and the world and the rules, you know, it like things as far as like even the Constitution and things, a lot of stuff is just outdated. All right, there's a lot more. We just went through a pandemic. Do people understand this? We just went through a whole pandemic when people couldn't even go outside. A lot of people suffer from the complete opposite. If they confined in a home all the time, some people lose their damn mind. All right, so we go from a pandemic where you can't go out, you can't enjoy your life, and then you tell her, you know, she's out in public. She got microphones all in her face. She got people in her face saying you can't do this. Oh, why your hair like this? It's like asking her questions and things like that. You think she just lost her mother. So she's not supposed to take a swig of beer, smoke weed or whatever. What is she supposed to do? Just deal with it?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like just deal with it. Like I said, I get what like people are saying is like that's because it's the rules, but a lot of these rules need to be at least like changed, or at least like looked at. They need to be looked at because a lot of organizations like the NBA, the NFL, MLB, and everything like that, like they've been looking at their rules and looking at least like attempting to have a conversation to possibly
change something. Just try. Just discuss it. You don't have to do it, but at least hold the meeting to discuss it.
Right. The NFL and the NBA have changed their rules concerning regarding marijuana. So it's like, come on, bro. Like let's be real. These are athletes. Like y'all give all these damn dogs and horses all these drugs and make money off of them, and then say we can't smoke weed. Like, come on. Have y'all seen some of these damn dog races? They got more muscle than they goddamn Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Exactly. And then when we also talking about with the marijuana and stuff, like I said, if you look at the medication, like I'm gonna use football for, but I mean also before I get to that, like I said, Naomi Osaka is going through that same thing too. I know one of y'all mentioned it, but I just want to put that in one more time. Like mental health is a serious thing, especially for an athlete. I know a lot of people talk. A lot of people talking about. Well, if you don't want to answer interviews and stuff like that, like I said, that's part of the job. But motherfucker, hey, this stuff takes a toll on people. That's the one part of athletics that most people don't realize, that the mental health aspect of it is real.
Yeah.
It's real.
Constantly under a microscope. Constantly, always under a microscope.
Exactly. Just like a celebrity, it's the same thing. You're always in the public eye. You really don't have any privacy. And some people can't take that. But I was going to get to this point too, and we talk about the whole marijuana thing. Let's talk about Toradol, which is legalized in the NFL, for example. You know, Toradol actually leads to crack addiction, fentanyl addiction. That's why a lot of these football players now are coming out with these dispensaries now, investing in these dispensaries, because a lot of them are using the marijuana instead of the painkillers, because now they ain't got to worry about the effects of being addicted to the opioids.
That's a great point, Kstlyz.
Because I don't know if a lot of people seen the Kyle Turley document. It's on YouTube actually right now as we speak, where he talked about an interview where they used to give him fentanyl and Toradol and all that stuff for the pain. This is for average football players. But he said they gave him so much of that stuff that it damn near killed him. He said if he didn't smoke weed, he probably would have died. Think of Vincent Jackson. Think about how much pain he went through. And how much of them painkillers he probably had to take to go through that pain that probably led to him having the mental health issues that he had that ended up him killing himself.
I would tell you where this all derives from, but I'll probably get some some hate mail for saying this. I'll say it off the air, but like if you know your history, you know where all this comes from. This is what they do to athletes. This is what they do to athletes, and this is what they do to their soldiers. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
You got anything, T? Any final thoughts, bro?
Hey man, appreciate all the subscribers and the fans that joined us this Saturday morning. Make sure y'all stay in tune to all AFN content. You know we having legendary superstars on here. We had Kstlyz come out of retirement. I ain't did a show with Kstlyz in weeks. So appreciate you joining us, Kstlyz. We had Mad Mike, the scientist, show up just to impress the fans. That ain't normal, guys. I just want to let y'all know that. We got superstars in the building today. So make sure y'all keep staying locked in on Saturdays, man. We might get Drew Talk on here next week. You never know. So make sure y'all stay locked in.
Exactly.
Rich.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in with us. Appreciate Kstlyz, man, Mike. Always showing some love with us, talking some good football, good content. You know, like I always say, wake that ass up. Wake that ass up. See y'all next week, man. Love is love, man. Good luck to Atlanta Hawks tonight. We'll see how that goes.
You know, before I let the superstars like Hall and Nash of the NWO, before I let them sign off on this, you know, before I let them sign off, because I gotta let them go last. You know, they back clean up on this one, because you know they're the originators. You know what I'm saying? Like they're guys that paved the way, gave a guy like me and Rich a shot. It's because we was watching and this came out of nowhere and it said like let's just see what this guy can do. Let me just recap real quick because I know it kind of got a little down, because we was talking about something serious. But yeah, that's the direction that we can go sometimes. I mean, we're gonna talk about Atlanta sports. We're gonna talk about Atlanta Falcons. We're gonna talk about Atlanta Hawks. But also, like, if it's something big like that's out there, it's like, yeah, we're gonna speak our piece on it. I mean, we're gonna be multi-dimensional. We're not just gonna stay in our box anymore. It's like we're gonna be more diverse and going into talking about like other teams and other sports and things that may be a hot topic because we don't want y'all going to the cable channel. You know what I'm talking about. We don't want you to cable channel. We want you to stay here on YouTube, stay locked and loaded. We want you to get up, rise up, show up, like up, share up, and just be up with us. That's what I want you to do. Now I'm going to basically segue to the guys down there, but beneath me, Paul and Nash. I don't know which one is which, but Styles, you go first.
I'm probably hard because everybody probably think I'm on drugs right there.
Oh, you want to be hard? Well, go ahead, what you got to say about that?
Hey man, hey yo, hey man.
Hey Mike, you fucking up already. You supposed to do the You supposed to do. Hey yo, I'm supposed to do that.
Hey yo.
All right, man. Hey yo, hey man. Let's say it again for the people who don't understand the culture here at Atlanta Falcons Nation. We are free speakers. You have the opportunity to speak your mind. So if you feel as though that what we have said or responded in any type of way is no disrespect, all right? None whatsoever. You have the opportunity to speak your mind. We open it up every Friday, and we're going to see what happens on post games. But Friday, for the most part, will be the opportunity for you, the fan, to come on, speak. If you got your, you want to get something off your chest and speak, hit Miss Maggie up, and she will designate a day for you, kind of have an opportunity for you guys to have a dedicated show for just the people, man. Everybody come on, speak their piece. But like I said, this is nothing personal. Don't take it personal. If your ass get roasted in the comments, it's all free game. Your ass get roasted on the show, it's all free game. I got roasted just a couple of days ago. I get roasted every day. I forget a couple of days. I get roasted every day on this show. Everybody get roasted. All right. Everybody get roasted on this show. So don't feel it. This is a free-flowing love. It's all love, like Rich said. Love is love, man. That's all we got. That's all I got.
And I got called Bone Crusher yesterday, so yeah, y'all.
Oh man! I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared.
So I said, gripped in the brain. But from the front to the back of the But I want to talk about. I'm about to say my final thought. This is gonna be something on. This gonna be serious here. The football players are about to finally start getting paid. The college football players.
Oh yeah.
But what's going on in the news? And Falcon West said it here in the comments here. Reggie Bush said he want his Heisman back.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to him. I mean, if you like you say, bro, man, these colleges have been paying these players under the table for almost 40 damn years. And y'all gonna punish him for something that the college did. But the thing is, like I said, now because we have to remember these kids, these college players don't get paid shit. They stipends from their scholarships don't pay nothing. So by these schools using their name, numbers, likenesses, and stuff like that, these schools making billions of dollars off these kids. So it's good that because they made it official Thursday. They made it official Thursday. So like I said, now that these kids will get a little bit of something, a little bit more change in their pockets, like I said, they'll be like I said, they ain't gotta be living off no ramen noodles and stuff during school.
Oh boy, no.
They can use their money to start investments.
That was the best meals, though, K.
You said what?
That was the best meals in the dorm room now.
Hey, them shits is busting. I ain't gonna lie. Them shits be busting. But the thing about it is, if you got a school where you got administrators and coaches and stuff eating steaks, but you got the players that's making the money eating noodles, that's a problem.
Yeah, facts.
And like I said, it's good that these kids gonna be able to make money off of their likenesses and stuff like that because, like I said, now you're setting the kids up to have some type of money to where they can invest in certain stuff that's outside the school, like invest in stock, invest in real estate. Like I said, you have, cause like I said, they probably taking accounting classes and stuff like that at school. They can use that and apply it while they're in school, while the idea is fresh in their mind. I just think it's just good because I'm just tired of looking at all these college athletes that put their body on the line all the time for these schools that's not giving them no money, that's making billions. When I'm saying billions, on average, these schools made about $3 billion off these student athletes. That's all sports combined.
Yep.
80% of that is just football and basketball. So, like I said, shout out to all the college athletes. When y'all get this money, don't be blowing that shit on no stupid stuff. I'm just saying that now.
Well, that's what's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Like I said, you're
then,
going to have a few that's going to happen. And then I'm going to also say one more thing, and I mentioned it on the 6-man convo Thursday. Tamarian Terry is the perfect example of when you leave hood boogers alone to follow your dream. Did y'all hear about that story?
No, I didn't.
Well, Tamarian Terry was a wide receiver down at Florida State last year. He went undrafted. So apparently it's come out that he done got indicted for murder charges over an incident that happened in 2018. They arrested the original homeboy that is supposed to be like some gang stuff or something like that. He was still a freshman in college. He was a red shirt freshman in college. So it was his red shirt year. So this is why I say you got to watch the company that you keep, man.
Facts.
And if you're trying to go somewhere and the people around you ain't shit, you need to leave them be. Let them be ain't shit on their own. Because what happened was once they found out that he got indicted, the Seahawks cut him. As soon. Like I said, wasn't no arrest made yet, but like I said, there was like 11 people that they had indicted on this. But the main guy that they already got him in prison.
But so, you know what made it like that though, right?
Go ahead.
Them Florida Gator boys back in the day with Hernandez and what was the Nelson? They got away with murder a lot in Florida. So they coming back for people that did certain things that hung around with crowds. They coming back for them people that's in the league. Because the dude, his homie probably ain't got the money to pay for them lawyer fees and all them fees. But they think he do.
Yeah. I think that's the thing that makes these people, the ones that have the that always got something to say about these guys getting their money and whatnot. They're gonna say like, well, watch this kind of stuff happen. They're not gonna pay attention to the positives that happen. It's like Master P's son already secured a $2 million endorsement deal already. Off rip. Was it what's the name of that dude from Derek that quarterback? What's his name, man? It's Derek something, whatever like.
Derek. Are you talking about the one from Miami?
Yeah.
De'Aaron King.
De'Aaron King, yeah. Even he secured like multi-million dollar endorsements and whatnot. But like I said, it's not going to go, unpunished because they're gonna throw the book at these dudes. One little slip up, it doesn't even matter what it is, and they're gonna try to railroad these people so that nobody else, or they'll try to overturn this in some sort of way because we already know that on the backs of these athletes that the majority of you already know that they're gonna start getting money and whatnot, and they don't like us getting money, and that's what I'm gonna say about that. I'm tagging out. I'm going out the ring now. I'm slipping. I'm slipping back out the ring. That's it. I'm done.
So do y'all really think it's more so of providing the athletes with the assets, or do you think they're trying to use this to prove a point on why they not going to do it?
They don't want to, man. They don't want to pay these athletes. So they're gonna put all negativity on the screen for sure.
Mm-hmm.
See, they don't deserve this. That's what they want to do. So I hope the players take advantage of this opportunity and don't do what happened with I don't know if y'all know this movie. I'm sure the people on this panel might, but Blue Chips with Shaquille O'Neal.
I just saw that movie the other day. Mm-hmm.
Don't do it that way. Take advantage of this opportunity and save your money because you never know what the future holds, especially with injuries for athletes.
Hey, shout out to Proven for this comment right here saying that's why we love this show. We getting it in. Like the Magnificent said, like I said, it's not just Atlanta Falcon topics we can talk about. It's actually we can actually dig deeper into a lot of the stuff that we can talk about. And that's what the whole point of what we're doing now is that we want to diversify our topics because, like, especially around this time when there's not much Falcon news going on, we gotta get something else. I don't see how the hell they managed to do this shit on national TV, talk about the same 3 damn topics every week. That shit is awesome.
Yep. First take.
It's Cowboys, LeBron James, Aaron Rodgers every week.
So it is
Every day. Like, nah, I'm good. That's gonna leave me with some PTSD.
That's why ESPN, bro. I got tired of it.
Yeah.
Why?
But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. We're approaching the 2-hour mark. I appreciate you guys staying with us, keep your energy up and whatnot. Shout out to everybody in the chat. That continue with your blessings, shouting us out, telling us we're doing a great job. We do it all for you. I mean, you demand that of us. You demand the energy of us, no matter rain or shine. We in here and we're going to give it to you every last show. Natasha Olga, thank you. If anybody wants to know, that's the lady in my life right there, Miss Allgood.
Hey, what's his name?
Yay!
That's a nuisance type of.
I've seen that name before. You never said anything. I've seen that name before.
Hey, so she would be the Mrs. Magnificent. Mrs. Magnificent.
She's watching the little one right now, so I can give y'all.
I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna say hello, everybody.
Oh, wait a minute! It's Jesus. Jesus, come in.
Jesus.
I'm in the back, but whenever I see a woman, I love it. Hello, Mrs. Magnus. How you doing? Now I know who you are.
Yep. I mean, nobody in the household could have better promo than me, but But
I got nothing to say.
But yeah, just like I said, I appreciate you guys because I got daddy duty right now, so I'm gonna get up out of here before I get into too much trouble. Hopefully you see me again next week. You know what happened to me, okay? If not, look for me in a ditch somewhere, okay? But I gotta be out though. I appreciate you guys, like the New World Order, Twisted Tea. We're gonna talk about our topics for next week. The Headhunter. If it wasn't for the producer of this show, none of this would happen. I think the moderators and everything. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I'm out. Love y'all. Peace.
Now let me tell you something now, this brother.